Say this, as your incoming chair of the Democratic National Committee, I promise you, my friends, I commit to all Americans that we will have a party that you can be proud of. We will elect Democrats up and down the ballot, and we will celebrate together the inauguration of President Hillary Clinton in January 2017.
It is too soon to project a winner in either state, but in Virginia, Hillary Clinton has an edge over Donald Trump based on the exit polls. That's 270 electoral votes. So let's look at where we are. Trump has 19 electoral votes. Clinton has
the West Side,
3.
where the Hillary Clinton campaign intends to have its party tonight. Nancy?
And Scott, they're not popping the champagne corks just yet, but they probably are thinking about how good it might taste. And that's because all of the data that they're seeing, and this is a data-driven campaign, matches up with what they expected. Good news for the other things that are encouraging to the Clinton campaign tonight. They're not seeing that secret Trump voter that the Trump campaign had been insisting was out there, that wasn't talking to pollsters, but was going to mobilize on election day.
We see a couple different routes. We see about 6 or 7 different routes to 270, and we're just going to be patient as these returns come in. We know people are still standing in line.
Kellyanne Conway is saying is there are a bunch of different states, but she still has to win Florida, North Carolina, Ohio, and then a couple of other big ones. At this hour, what they need to be saying is we're going to flip Michigan. We're going to take one away from Democrats who haven't lost that state since 1988.
Barring an upset in Arizona, by her, Nicole. I mean, the paths are starting to get cut off for her.
Yeah.
So, look, he's remade the Republican Party.
Absolutely.
This is not Paul Ryan's party. I think Paul Ryan's days as Speaker of the House are maybe something that everybody needs to get used to, including the Republican Party. And I have to say here's 3 people, smart minds in the Republican Party, and I think we all thought it couldn't happen, that he couldn't do this on the power of white voters alone, that he couldn't do what he did, and guess what? He may just...
Plus 10 electoral votes. Donald Trump, the winner in Wisconsin. Let's take a look at the Electoral College map right now with that win in Wisconsin. Look at how close he is. Right now, he has 257 electoral votes. He needs 13 more. Is this what we're seeing right now? That Donald Trump has defeated Hillary Clinton to become president-elect of the United States.
There has never been anyone elected to the presidency.
People have talked about a miracle. I'm hearing about a nightmare. It's hard to be a parent tonight for a lot of us. You tell your kids, don't be a bully. You tell your kids, don't be a bigot. You tell your kids, do your homework and be prepared. And then you have this outcome, and you have people putting children to bed tonight, and they're afraid of breakfast. They're afraid of, how do I explain this to my children?
The scene here is so different than it was a few hours ago when people were happy and relaxed. I have been looking around the room at people who are stone-faced. Some of them have been crying. The first female president, and now they are confronting the reality that they could be walking out of here either not knowing, but perhaps expecting that Donald Trump is going to become president. I mean, you're seeing it here on these faces. They are just stunned. People who were talking and laughing before are standing there not talking to the folks that they came with.
Where is the moment we needed the most? You kick up the leaves and the magic is lost. Tell me your blue skies fade to gray. Tell me your passion's gone away, and I don't need no carrying on. You stand in the line just to hit a new low. You're faking a smile with the coffee to go. And tell me your life's been way offline. You fall to pieces every time.
The big story is that America woke up this morning and was like,
did I do that?
Our democracy just hoiked up a marmalade hairball with the whole world watching. What we did was the Democratic equivalent of installing an above-ground pool.
And I went to watch the election returns at a friend's house, And before we left, we put our 8-month-old son to bed, and I was holding him, and I said to him, when you wake up tomorrow morning, we might have our first female president. And then when we came home around midnight, I went into his room, shook his crib until he woke up, and screamed, "We have to get out of here!"
Kathy Griffin intended to create a national firestorm with her bloody beheading stunt this week. She did, and it backfired.
Absolutely. I don't think I will have a career after this. I'm going to be honest, he broke me. He broke me. And then I was like, no, this isn't right. This is not right. And I apologized because that was the right thing to do, and I meant it. And then I saw the tide turning, and I saw what they were doing, and I went, oh, okay, they're trying to spin this fantasy about that.
From that cabinet, in a restaurant, in a department store, at a gasoline station, you get out and you create a crowd. And you push back on them. And you tell them they're not welcome.
Last time an actor assassinated a president.
Anniversary of the election, during which they will scream helplessly at the sky.
I literally gonna die. I can't believe it.
You see what you like, and how does it feel? One more time, you had a bad day. You had a bad
You hear that, kids? That's the sound of the Democrat Party dying.